Chapter 30, Air Brake Foundation Systems and Air Brake Circuits. Day 4, Video 2, Air Supply and Service Signal. So here we're looking at a trailer brake air system. Alright, so foundation brakes are going to be the same. Our slack adjusters, our brake chambers are all going to be the same function as everything is on the tractor. We have to have some relay valves to actuate our service brakes, and then some relay valves to actuate our park brakes. We've got air tanks out here, so we don't have a primary or secondary air system on a trailer. It's just the trailer brake system. They're all be the primary brakes. So looking at the different components and everything you got here, so we've got a glad hands here that would be located at the front of the trailer, allowing air to flow through. So here is our charging and park brake circuit, right? So air flowing through here would come down, and as we hooked up to the tractor and then sent air out to the trailer, it's going to come through this line, go through this valve, all right, and then first thing it will do is release the spring brakes or the park brakes. Send air pressure out to our dotted lines here, comes out to our brake chamber, spring brake side, compresses the spring brakes, releases the park brake, right? The trailer is free to move. As soon as we've done that with our relay valve, so this is a spring brake priority valve, it's sending the first volume of air out to compress the spring brakes to release the park brake so the trailer can move. Right, it's going to do that first, and then once it's got to the minimum of 60 pounds of pressure, it will then shift that airflow to come in here and start to fill the reservoir. Right, so it'll start to fill it here, and then we've got another line coming over here that will start to fill up this. This particular one's got two brake reservoirs, two air tanks on the trailer system. Right, so it's going to fill those tanks up and then start building up to system pressure. Right, so it's available and it's ready to for the trailer to move. We've charged the spring brake side, release spring brakes, now we can move. The other glad hand here is the service brake application signal. Whenever we make a brake application, we're sending a relay line or a signal down through this valve, or I'm sorry, this air line comes over here to our relay valve, service brake relay valve. We've got two of them on this system. Allows that air to press through. I'm sorry, works just like in the relay valve, so it's moving the piston inside and allowing the air from the tank to flow right on through, so the large volume air come through, fill those chambers, and have a quick application of our service brake. Right. Also, that signal is relayed back here to our rear brake relay valve. Again, moving the piston right attached to our air tank and allowing large volume air to come out, release our service brakes, or apply or release the service brakes. Right. So we're doing all the same functions we did on tractor with two airlines. Airline that comes in and fills, charges the circuit, and also releases the park brakes. The second airline source, the second glad hand, sends the service brake signal out there to actuate the service brakes. So again, we're using compressed air from the tractor. We use the glad hands to do that. So the first thing that we'll do is when we want to move the tractor trailer. On the tractor, we've pushed in the yellow push-pull that releases the spring brakes, the park brakes on the tractor. Right next to that valve, we've got the red push-pull. So it's an octagon shape, looks like it's red, it looks like a stop sign. That is our trailer supply valve. You push that one in also. That's going to send an air supply, a signal out to the tractor protection valve, tells it to open up. There's a trailer attached and allow air to flow through it, right? So you push the red push-pull in, air flows through the tractor protection valve, through the glad hands, through the supply line, releases the park brake, and fills the brake chamber, the reservoirs out at the trailer. Now we're able to move, right? So we get in that same scenario. We're driving down the road, and we make the 5-pound brake application to slow it down. That's going to send that signal through that second glad hand airline out to the relay valves out in the trailer and make a brake application using that signal through the tractor protection valve. As long as we've got the red push pull pushed down, all right, that's telling the tractor protection valve to open up and allow air to flow through it, right?